Hello, Blender folks. Welcome and welcome back. This is Gnomes. So we got some soundtrack here. Kid Chameleon, old game, Mega Drive, but it's the theme also for a level. I just stuck with the rhythm, the music after long time. So I'm building a sci-fi stylized, right? This is very rough right now. It was better. Yeah, this is gonna disrupt, right? This is just the exterior. It's the reverse of the interior. It's like just because of the solidify. I'm using very different strategies here to build this stuff, like some things that I'm not very okay. This is the hole, so many walls. So this is the bridge, right? There are a lot of things to fix, but I'm getting the spaceship more or less right. It's a spacecraft, small thing, like there's a cockpit here. And by the way, so we have here some door. It's just a shape key, right? One thing that we can do with that, right? Let's leave it like this. Yeah, so of course all the panels, even certain things about the shapes are not good. Yeah, I need to find it. I'm using some reference to get some cool ideas, but essentially I have some ideas in my mind. It's very hard to get them in the 3D setting, also because maybe some tracks a bit too loud. Hold on. After gonna swap soundtrack anyways. I hope you're not tired yet. It's a extended theme, right? So yeah, so here we got the bridge. They're very inspired by this thing that is Star Trek decks, of course. It's a bit too dark, of course, and there are more alien-like stuff that I'm gonna make. There might be doors in this area here. If this big corridor here would be here, I'm not sure. So far it seems that it would work because it's just a spacecraft, almost a shuttle. Yeah, a bit more than a shuttle depending on the references, but it's supposed to be a cozy space. Something about this part of the bridge, it couldn't yet got it done, so one idea would be to bring this like from the sides. Yeah, also the lighting is a bit too dark, which is not bad, but at the same time we are missing some stuff. Okay, let's hide this. Textures are broken, so I need to make the walls here something more organic, more rounded. I've been looking for ways to do this. Here it's more conventional. Here so far seems right. So here is a next part that was much older, and I'm gonna start destroying this part because I like it. That's why I bring it here. But I'm gonna remake it in lots of ways. So yeah, I want this sort of MediaTek place here, like French modern architecture, maybe inspired by, you see. Here I'm gonna undo those things. it's okay, I have a backup. This also, I think I'm gonna find something else about the height here. All this area I'm gonna remove. So I'm just gonna keep something, an area like here, a lounge, and this other area here. And then I'm gonna try to shape those things according to the spacecraft, because right now it doesn't fit very well, right? I had to make some adjustments. Yeah, it was not like this. I had to deform the fold. So I'm started building the exterior like in sync with the interior. I'm not trying to make an exterior start spacecraft and then go to build the interiors. I started with the interiors, then I built the hull. That some ideas of the hull helped me get in touch with what could be in the interior again. So okay, so here is something that this part I'm not sure if I'm gonna maintain or not. It's a sort of a planetarium, and yeah, this will be the, but I think I'm gonna not allow this continuation here. So I'm gonna, if I ever keep it, I could remake it from scratch. So yeah, so let's start changing stuff here, right? So I'm gonna start by removing some assets here that I'm sure I'm not gonna use. I think we don't need those things, yeah. Where is this object here? Okay, so here's a old array with a curve object, I guess. No, it's not using curve object, yeah. Is the it doesn't say it's the old one, because now you have legacy array. Yeah, so apparently it updated my own. Okay, so anyways, no need that. Planetarium, yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it. A shame, but the fact is that this area is too big for this spacecraft, so empty. Ah, this one. Okay, university, because remember some corridors of universities. All right. All right. So this asset here, I think I can. Let's just. I'm probably gonna remove it. This also, I need to think here in terms of space, and we're gonna edit here. I kind of don't want any of this. There seems to be some connection. It's very old mesh, so the technique that I was using was very different. It might be connected from here, right? Oh, yeah, okay. It's kind of a mess. If I ever need this stuff again, I'm gonna bring them back, but I think no, it's too old fashioned. I'm tired of it. Yeah, could never find it totally the mood that I wanted for that architecture. So it's clear that I would like to have. Do you want this door? Nope, not now. Okay, this is a mess, but could be useful still. So I'm just gonna couldn't this be mirrored? No, let's keep it like that. Yeah. Okay, at least for now, we got something like this. Looks like we... Oh, because this is as part of the planetarium thing, right? Okay, some driver. But the texture broke. Yeah, not the of this part here. Doesn't matter. So this is the planetarium. Not sure if I'm gonna keep it, and not sure if I'm gonna be using it right here. So for now, I'm gonna let's just bring it up there, right? Oh, there's actually... Okay. We're gonna unparent this. I don't know why it's here. Ah, parent, okay. We can remove this one. There. Okay, time to change the soundtrack maybe. I'll start with... Yeah, let's leave it like that. The third one is my preferred in this album is the... It's called Polymath. Polymath. Da Vinci. Polymath. Alexander von Humboldt, another polymath. I'll tell when it's the moment that it starts. Okay, so we're starting getting this one. All right, so we need to expand the ceiling. The entrance also, it's not matching. Yeah, so this will be a pain to... okay, we need a copy of this stuff. Why I'm using the... Usually I don't use this side. Oh, it's because it's mirrored? No, doesn't make sense. Yeah, turns out this is... that doesn't work. Okay, now that seems to be fixed. Need to solve these names here, but that's for later. Okay, we're gonna pick this geometry here, Shift D P. Actually, not like that. Just this one. And for some reason... Wait. Okay, so why it is... Oh, it's because it's solidifying, of course. I don't want that. Where did it go? Here. Okay. And then we're gonna join that into... Yeah, move to university. Although we're gonna change the name. Oh, that's all that. Yeah, this is all needing some readjustments. So I'm gonna call this lounge. Okay, this is enough for now. Like that? No, just like here we could do like because lounge is already being in use, so to avoid any confusion here, could be the back part, but doesn't matter. Okay, there are a lot of old lighting here. I'm gonna take them off, don't care. These are the assets which I probably gonna, yeah, probably I can not, what's this, yeah, probably I'd rather redo everything here from scratch, although they might look nice. They might not fit the new environment that I'm gonna do, even not like this, because there are other strategies. Yeah, so we're gonna remove all that. And what is this one? Ah, now goes the polymaths. What is this one? It's like an empty. I don't know what's this, but doesn't seem important. Oh, actually, this is my. Oh no, this is the, okay. This is the thing that I wanted to join in here. Okay, now I need to find it. Okay, it is easy, it is there. So even if I delete all this geometry, I still want to look at it as a means of reference. Yeah. So probably we're gonna restart this from sort of from scratch because we want some revival here. Alright, so my strategy later on regarding it was to start using as much as possible of certain as possible for me of some economical ways of achieving. You see, this is a top view. It allows me to, sometimes I do a side view. to grab onto the increments, because Blender, if doesn't understand the increments when we are in any non-technical view that is accurate for snapping this, it is very weird. But anyways, so this is a unsolidified. Yeah, we're gonna. Oh, isn't that? I don't know where this is from, so I'm gonna just delete. So you see, there are ceiling. I don't want this. But there is no. Why is even this? But there's no floor. So I don't want to connect the geometry because it is horrible. It doesn't really help. It's a technique. It's a way of doing stuff, but eventually, for me, I've realized that I've been watching some tutorials, but ideas, but it's very different, right? You need to work on find your own ways, right? So for me, in the beginning also, for me having in the same mesh object this, let's give you an example here, all this also caused some trouble, like very bizarre, like you have in the same mesh object, we might have different parts like this and they are disconnected, but they sometimes with the solidify modifier it's not very precise. It can cause some problems, but these settings also helps to maintaining stuff a bit more procedural, and this is kind of relevant when you are designing and we want to keep making change and having the possibility to keep things changing. So yeah, okay, so what I think I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna so here we have a structure that at least is working as a reference, right? To me, I don't need to remove everything, but I need at least to see. Yeah. Alright, so I see what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna pick this, separate again. I'm gonna hide it. I'm gonna start working on okay, so this will be a different piece. I'm gonna find maybe some point here which doesn't need to be though. It was something important there is that there was a snap and this would be better if I could try to respect maybe this point there. Yeah, it could be possible. Okay, we're gonna start by adding a plane. And for some reason it doesn't want to snap. I hate when this thing... Oh, it's not working for scale, of course. That's why. It's very weird. doesn't seem to be. Maybe it's because the cursor is not in the proper place. Now it should be. And to make that what's on top here that is. Oh, this part. Yeah, I remember now. It was an idea, right? Ah, but I deleted the light. Ah, crap. Yeah, so like it ends in a wall. Could be set here for as well, but I'm in doubt. Let's see. Like, I like the idea. It's like it creates this back setting, although it blocks vision, it blocks the path. It's weird, right? You can't get everything right from architecture. The topology, right, of the architecture is unique, so I have to make decisions. So this is very challenging for me. Okay, so we lost something here. Wait, what happened to this? I think it's just the normals. Yeah, flip normals. Okay. Also, this is. Ah, when it flips, okay. That explains what went wrong. Yeah, so this is the idea of getting this, it could be, yeah, no, here it's not in the same object because these pieces, they are arraying, and for example, this is like a, oh yeah, we could have a, have an empty somewhere else. Yeah, this is very chaotic. Let's this part of the corridor, it should be separated, right? I think I'll maintain this to the bridge. I'm gonna move all this to corridor. Well, oh no, this gives you headaches. Okay, what is this? I'm gonna fix this slowly. Oh, this is just okay. Uh, assets. I don't like the. I don't call this asset. So asset. So I need something like a better object. No, I don't want to. So maybe, yeah, it has the icon, but I like to have some. Just one letter won't do, and some code would be weird, right? Could cause some problem in Blender at some time because of strings confusion. Prop. No, the prop is already used for property. Furniture. Yeah. Fern. Fern. Yeah. Fernt. Fern. I think Fern is good. It's I always forgot the name of this. Bar. Okay. The dummies, I don't know what they are doing here. Okay, now this camera here. Okay, so we are assessing the possibility of having this thing here for the bridge itself. This thing is not good. It's not organic anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much at this point. It's just, yeah, it makes things too bulk. I've been observing in the kind of bridge or deck that I want to build. I want something cozy, smaller, but at the same time that feels large. It's, yeah, that's very contradictory, but, and so there is this idea of making ceiling higher so it cannot be too low, and also rounded stuff. So actually this idea of trying to make this stuff like this is not very good, because it's too blocky, it's uninteresting, it's not organic. And even though we can, yeah, we can define these things later. So in order to make things organic, so I need to stop thinking just in terms of straight lines. Let's start with something. Yeah, so the idea of getting something rounded, we can, let's see what material, which material is this? Not really good for the lines here, also don't help, so we're gonna yeah, so the floor here, we need to start also making it more adapted. I need to create areas of interest on the side. So for that, I've realized it's very hard to do that if you have this straight line here. So you need to create this sort of niches, right? And this is where, well, let's hide this. This creates some more space here, but I feel like there is It's too open here. Although it's nice vision, right? We could still try to obtain what could work here. Oh, just got an idea. Crazy idea. Why not having another door here? Again, this thing. So there'll be openings to the side, but still maybe not exactly as it is here. Yeah, it will be stupid, but boring, right? Not horrible, I think it's kind of likable, but some more interest will find a way. But what matters, of course, is this part. Yeah, okay. This is where I need gonna separate this. We could also add this kind of for now let's leave it like this. And of course this material it's terrible, right? And why do you have this, right? I don't want these connections. Yeah, we don't need this floor, right? Yeah, maybe we needed that, but we can just change by addressing this one, right? Also, we could expand this a little more, why not? I don't know. Let's build from this point. What are these things doing here? Yeah, it's time to... Okay, so this is like... corridor door. Corridor sides, doors, whatever. Side. This is corridor walls, bridge ceiling. Oh, it's not to be here. Okay. Corridor ceiling. Now let's readdress this. Finally, we can have something to work with. For now, let's try just this. And here also there's no need for okay, so here what you can do is not working. Yeah, it worked on one side, but it's because this solidify, I think it needs to be even. Yeah. But it's too, yeah, this metal here is not good, right? Still preferred. I need something that is I'm lacking some materials for very simple. Okay, let's try something like this. Yeah, like it's too brutal. The shapes don't really help. And also, yeah, also there's this unfinished idea here. Okay, so we're gonna And here is where Blender sucks in these organizations, right? I need to find something like a numeric thing, so structure, okay. So this is like one. Oh yeah, actually it's and so here what we're gonna do, we're gonna pick this one and target this mirror mirror opposite, maybe. It doesn't make too much sense. Okay, something like this. I think I have it. Oh yeah, something like this. All right. There we go. And but it's not working here. Okay, now that I have this thing, we can build so this is the this doesn't work, so it's for now we can keep this, it's fine. It's just won't get the final proportions, but something we'll get. Okay, so by creating still I'm not really sure about this door here, because it could be dual doors maybe to keep the center clean. I like that we made more space here so we can add something of interest here. In other decks, bridge, they added like big panel here, so maybe something, yeah, there are a lot of things that can be interesting things, right? Of course, I like the door when we arrive, but not so much here. We need to close the space anyways. So this needs some more sketching here, some more designing. Let's just jump to this other part here. Okay, so we want some symmetry here. And we can also let's call it, yeah, let's actually do the following. For now, that will simplify stuff. We also want to copy the I don't know why it's creating this massive Yeah, because of this. Okay, but why? Oh, it's because they are different, of course. Yeah. Whatever. Oh yeah, there's the solidify less. Okay. Which should be important, but we can adjust that later. So we're gonna shift that. Let's see what we can achieve from height. Apparently that's not the way to go. Um, Not exactly the geometry that the topology that I was looking for, but we can work with that. There we go. Hold on. We're gonna change this one. We need, of course, some light in here. Start with a spotlight right there. Well, it should be okay. It's there, but it's too dim, not powerful enough. So we can get more power. This is confusing, but this will make it, yeah, it's like the opposite of exposure, somewhat. And then angle, yeah, we have already this understanding. Blend, yeah, a little blend. So we could try to power up this. I think this is just okay, that kind of works. Nice. Okay, but we need some additional lights from lights in Blender not being able to be symmetrized with mirrored, it's a nightmare. Anyways, now I start to bring up this typical area lights. It's not exactly, yeah, we need to so usually there's the idea of lights being positioned somewhere, like the material there, it has some intricate shininess, that's why it's behaving like that. Not on purpose, it's a limitation I have. But okay, we can get something out of this. Also probably need an, why not, right? Maybe that's what we need, like point. Yeah, not sure if that is all that good. Wait. Yeah, this it's not very good. It will need to be. Yeah, we need some. That is not gonna work. Let's leave it like this for now, and let's play with. So we could. This is the previous one, right? So of course it's too high. But before we do anything here, let's make the parenting of these things here. What the hell is this one? Ah, old. Okay, this is the door frame, whatever. That we have to figure out. So essentially the size is not too different, but this is closed. So the way it is closed make it feel very small. While here we have this idea that it's much larger, but it's just an illusion. And more than an illusion, it's architecture. So as we bring this together, there's still this other part. Maybe this, yeah, so you know what? Let's destroy some content here. Maybe we keep this part because I think it's more well achieved. We can probably reuse it with some to our advantage. Well, this is pure garbage. Yeah, so I can totally delete. All this convoluted topology, noobish stuff. Okay, it got the job done, but it's not a very. Yeah, there are better ways for if you want to handle. Okay, so now this is kind of cool, right? So protrusion, how we call this, playground, yeah. So basically this one we can just we'll try to fit it, right, essentially. And why doesn't it have a mirror? Well, it does have. Okay. And should it be on this size? Can't it be larger? Let's go back to the Kid Chameleon. Also, let's change the floor because I'm not satisfied with. As for the brown, so this same place could be this. Yeah, the same place could be the planetarium itself with a few changes. Yeah. So I'm gonna light, lit, not lit. Okay. Um. We don't want this. And open is kind of cool, like bit bizarre here though. Yeah. So I need to find something about the walls. Let's try the organic thing here. And we're gonna get Not sure this is gonna work. Now this material seems compromised. Let's try. Why is this? I don't want this. Try to make some. No. Maybe this one. Too dark. Maybe this one for now. It's scrappy, but at least you'll see which. Can we build some kind of organicity with this? We're gonna try. Looks like a hangar, but it's not good, right? This confused me a lot. Some dropping. Curious. Could be useful. Okay, I love this part here. And see this, they say high ceiling elevates the mind. And it seems to be true for human feeling. So we should try to bring that wall thing back here also. Whoa. Okay, we could have an entrance like that, but this corridor will lead to someone else, somewhere else. Yeah, like maybe upstairs somewhere. Yeah, yeah. As for this part here, we'll have to. Yeah, we're gonna just apply here. So this is a. No, it's the same asset. Crap. Okay, so how do you do this? Okay, hold on. No, what we're gonna do is Shift D. Remove this. Then we are gonna apply and remove here. We are gonna delete it from here. So we just want this effect from there. And that's cool because now we can go crazy on some ideas. Yeah, still just warm up. Um, Ah, maybe I just need this thing, right? Yeah. After we can solve this kind of problem. Imagine that could be some posts of computers, stuff like. Maybe we need some sunlight. And twilight sunlight, yeah. Um, Freaking old material. Let's get something else. Let's bring this one back. That will do for now. With the other light setting, we're good. Wait. Here. Super weird. It's not exactly the thing that I wanted here. Not sure what I'm gonna place there anyways. Okay, we need to complete here. This is really dangerous for the reflections, as you can see there. So what you can do is bring this here and reduce this exposure to so now we have this very global dim light which doesn't cast any shadow. And we might allow it not to affect, or just very little if, yeah. Just in case we use some volume. Okay, no, this is not working right now. Yeah, no, it's very alien. No, it failed miserably. This part here, I don't know how I'm gonna finish up this part, but so maybe this thing was a mistake. It's forces another big direction that I don't feel like it's a good thing to have. Wait. Okay, but I'm satisfied at least for this part. I just need to get better at. Maybe we should start directly from the floor. And also, this shouldn't be on the same, right? This is glass, so we don't care about now. So we could scale this. Okay, so I'll accept applying scale on the let's risk some crazy thing here. too convoluted, so let's just remove. More lights here we need. Yeah, if it's too... We can have it higher, but it's not... yeah. What about these others sitting the light? The light on. So we would need to do a lot more stuff here. Maybe we need to give this just a 0.3. Yeah. Now it doesn't make any sense, like... Need to establish some connections and Like, yeah, it's interesting. It can't. Yeah. Hmm. I need way more areas of interest here. And I'm not sure I'm gonna do this. It's interesting, but I don't see it fitting right now. The what I want, yeah. So we're gonna dismiss the lower area. We can use these ideas on other moments, other occasions. Yeah, so this kind of stuff is what I'd like to have more. Not necessarily this material, but with something that could Okay, I'll never know without trying some stuff here, right? Yeah, the symmetry is not very nice, right? Yeah, those kind of weird stuff. Accidents can help getting some extra ideas. Yeah, so you know what? Maybe this shouldn't be symmetric, particularly not this one. Let's see. Yeah, so this helps giving display some cozy interest. So you can make some niches. Oh, now I'm starting to see. Yeah, I'll have to reorganize a lot of stuff, but I see where it has something to do with my childhood, this kind of niches. Yeah, now it starts to make sense why I'm looking after this kind of elements. Yeah, we'll have to explore this a lot more, but we are getting somewhere. Let it open up. Alright, well, we are getting somewhere. And just one idea here that don't want to be repetitive. Could build something on this floor. Not sure it will work here because of the new circumstances. This is a bit too small. Gotta revise this. I think it won't fit because there's already a lower place there. It will be odd. Okay, so we can keep at this for now. We're building this slowly. Now we have a reason to expand this hole. Yeah, we got crappy things messed up here. No, they didn't fix this. It's stuck. I'll have to remake this thing. That's okay, it was just a sketchy. Okay, charging. Yeah, so I need to complete this session soon. So this part we're gonna sorry. I want to I need to be careful about this part. Okay, this kind of makes more sense. Okay, so I need to make, yeah, this expansion sort of made it a little trickier now to solve. Um, it's more likely I have to find it, refine that shape. We'll need to do something like this, yeah. Okay, for now we can just do this. It's too high, of course. Need some better topology for all this stuff. What is this area here? Could be a hangar or something, but no, it's just the solidifying. And just snap this to. I'll do this in the end, it's not too important right now. Yeah, this thing we could still change, but essentially have another window here. Why not? Yeah, I've lost some shapes here. It will have take a while to refigure this out. There's a nice shape before. They're getting back a little, but now it's too large in this wing here. Which could... maybe we can use this area for something. It's not that big. The top here is very uninteresting. Okay, tons of stuff to do, but it won't be too much bigger than that. As good advancement. Only these rooms here, bedrooms, maybe some office, labs, whatever, are something that I don't have a clear idea about. But here is somewhat shaping. I think it will work out. Okay, folks, that was it for world building of the spacecraft. So next time I'm gonna bring some, I believe, some cartoon face rig with shape keys. So rigging subject. Long time don't do any rigging. This is for high quality, expressive, but still very for economic animation. A new thing that I'm gonna be implementing now for character animation in Blender. Like, turns out that shape keys, I was wrong about this. Shape keys seem to be much more economical for. They are heavy for construction, but not necessarily heavier than any armature deformed rigs, which for highly expressive cartoon characters is a nightmare too. So shape keys actually, it needs to be, yeah, the techniques are niche. Everything in rigging is more or less niche, but shape keys are, if done intelligently, it can be very positive, and yeah, there can be like a facial rig led by shape keys. Yeah, so that will be the next topic for this. Also world building, but I'm trying to make a rig template to show this method. So I've been studying that, rigging myself, and investigating, doing animation with this kind of cartoony rig, and it turns out it's much more effective than the other stuff with armature deforms that I were doing for a while. Turns out that I don't like to be, I thought that tweaking expressions was super valuable. Actually, it's not that much. At least not for me. It will be like for a feature film, long feature film, where you need a high quality for everything. For animation, I don't think it's even fun. You need to tweak a single pose forever with keyframing, lots of bones. I think this is not my stuff. I won't say it is stupid, it is zombify. No, it's artwork, right? I prefer to focus on other stuff than that, for animation. So it was by animating by doing 3D animation, that I figured out, oh, look at these rigs that I were doing, they suck. They are very bad for what I would really like to animate in 3D. And I just didn't know, because had not enough realization of that before, because I weren't animating too much. I thought that what I was doing was just fine, but it was actually horrible. So that's it, folks. Thanks so much for taking care. Happy Blender. Hope that was inspired. So I'll bring more news about this, but probably, unless I have major updates, then I'm gonna stream this, something like this again, for this spacecraft. Thanks, folks. Have a nice week. Happy blendering.